Hello and welcome to the first episode of Entertainment Time with Brandy and Nick. I'm your host, Brandy, joined by Nick. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the Grammys. We'll discuss our favorite performances, awards, and some drama. So Nick, do you want to start off by telling us some of the big stars that won the awards?
So some of the big awards for the Grammys this year, Taylor Swift came away with Album of the Year for her album 1989. Ed Sheeran won Song of the Year for Thinking Out Loud. Meghan Trainor won Best New Artist. And Mark Ronson won Record of the Year for Uptown Funk.
Awesome. So you said Taylor Swift won Album of the Year for 1989. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with Taylor Swift winning Album of the Year. I feel that this album was a very big change of pace from what she normally does. She wanted to do something completely outside of the box. She said that from the beginning of when her album was released. So, and it was a very successful album, many songs reaching number one. And I feel that Taylor Swift just definitely deserves this award.
You didn't mention that Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Album for To Pimp a Butterfly. So a lot of people were saying that Kendrick should have won Best Album instead of Taylor Swift. So do you agree with that, or?
I feel that Kendrick's album To Pimp a Butterfly was a good album. I don't feel that it was enough to win Album of the Year. But I do agree with you on the fact that the Grammys are definitely the show that it definitely tries to show pop music a lot.
Definitely.
If you look at the awards they show on the actual show, it's mostly album of the year, it's song of the year,
and all of that's pretty much pop. It's not really rap.
And like pop album, thing like that. And then the pre-show is when all the other types of albums are given out, like rap and like contemporary and things like that. So I definitely do agree with you.
Definitely. So since we were speaking about Taylor Swift, at this Grammys, there wasn't a lot of drama as we're used to seeing. So pretty much the only drama that happened was with Taylor Swift, and she actually mentioned Kanye West because he referenced her in lyrics off of his new album, and Taylor actually mentioned him in her acceptance speech.
There are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame.
How do you feel that Taylor mentioned Kanye in her speech? Do you think that was a good move on her part?
I feel like it was a good move on her part. It definitely was a moment to try and empower people. She tried to use her winning this award as a platform for empowerment, to tell people that to own your own work and not to let anybody else take credit for what you do.
And that's what Kanye said in his song, and I think she really stood up to him. I'm a huge Kanye fan, but I'm really proud of Taylor Swift for standing up to him. Taylor Swift actually started the show and she performed
Out of the Woods.
Out of the Woods. So let's talk a little bit about the other performances.
So another big performance was Adele. She performed All I Ask, but she had some technical difficulties during her performance. Apparently a mic fell on her piano, which caused a lot of sound issues. The sound quality was not the greatest.
She still sounded amazing.
She did still sound amazing. Even though with the issues, she managed to power through.
Exactly.
And although after the show, she said that she had cried.
Yeah, the whole next day she cried about it, but she got to make up for it on Ellen, I think she went on. So even though it got messed up, she still was amazing, and this was her time to shine, and I think she did. So Nick, tell us a little bit about some of the tributes.
So one of the big tributes of the night was Lady Gaga's tribute to David Bowie. She sang a bunch of David Bowie songs and tried her best to channel his artistry in her performance with a lot of it looks like his album covers and things like that.
It was amazing. I couldn't have thought of anyone else better to do that David Bowie tribute. It was amazing.
Definitely.
So that's it for the first episode of Entertainment Time. For Nick Morales, I'm Brandy Gonzalez.